So let's get started as we deep dive into his 25 plus year journey across public sector units, Fortune 100s, unicorns, as well as his own entrepreneurial journey of BizStreet.
I think at the age of 3, I lost my mother. So it was adversity, but yeah, it was an opportunity for me.
At the age of 9, you got into finance.
So from farm to factory to folk to finance. Threat to opportunity has always been like a game for me.
Yeah.
So I got awarded also. I closed the balance sheet in SAP on 14th of April. And I got award from Director Finance of Indian Oil. What are the problems which these small MNCs are facing when they come to India? Certified arbitration, certified in branding, marketing, advertising. There is no other way, I believe.
That's there.
Rather than just an auditor or a tax advisor or a, somebody who comes only once in a blue moon and joining Indian Oil away from my house in Rajasthan, Bikaner to Odisha. So what human should do? Human should try to become better human beings. Every one of us has got inside calling.
Hello everyone and welcome to Coffee with CA with me, your host Geena Bharwani. Today on the show we have CA Rishabh Kumar Sawansukha, a chartered accountant, an entrepreneur, a community builder, as well as a mentor. So let's get started as we deep dive into his 25 plus year journey across public sector units, Fortune 100s, unicorns, as well as his own entrepreneurial journey of BizStreet. So grab your cup of coffee and let's get started and learn all about how he's leading beyond the balance sheet. Hello Rishabh sir, really nice to have you on the show over here.
Thank you, Geena.
So I'm going to take you back to your childhood. I know you've faced a lot of adversities while growing up. Can you talk to me about it?
I think at the age of 3, I lost my mother. And I was very weak child because of asthma. So I was not allowed to go out, play with other friends. So most of the time it was me and my books and my study. So I was really a studious kind of a kid. But my grandparents, they raised me and they gave me a lot of love. So it was adversity, but yeah, it was an opportunity for me to read a lot. So at the age of 9, I was subscriber to Dalal Street and Capital Market.
At the age of 9, you got into finance.
So I was very much keen to follow on the India, how the India is growing, stock market and all those things.
Correct. So then, is that what drove you towards becoming a chartered accountant at that point of time?
Of course, yes, that was one of the reasons. And another reason that I was from Bikaner. So in Bikaner, it was like very few chartered accountants were very, very popular.
Correct.
So I want to follow them as a role model.
Yeah, but I know that your father is an engineer, right? But didn't you want to take up science at any point of time?
In our family, most of the people are from finance background. From engineering background. I was the only guy who chose finance, and that was the conscious decision that I didn't want to do science. Though science was always a favorite subject for me, but I wanted to do something in finance and account, so I chose CA. My father is an engineer from BITS Pilani. And a very sport person, and he encouraged me to take up CA.
That's nice, sir. So how is your journey as a chartered accountant? Walk me through that journey.
Immediately after doing my CA, because when result came, and then I was waiting for my campus placement. So during that 6-month period, I worked in a farm. Our family farm, because my father is an active farmer, so I worked there in Punjab. So 3-4 months I lived with him. I worked there. I found that it's really a very different kind of world. So from farm to factory to folk to finance. So I think that journey really was different. So it gave me a lot of my roots are like 8th generation farming family. Everybody is into business. But then I got an opportunity of working in a PSU called Indian Oil. And the posting was in Odisha. So I was born and brought up in Rajasthan. never went to that part of country.
Correct.
So my grandmother was very much concerned, and she said, "Ki no, take up some job here." So I gave 15 interviews and failed.
15 interviews.
Yeah, because I that time in 2000, that time there was no formal structure to prepare somebody for interview.
Okay.
So and Naukri just came. So and there was couple of times jobs and all. So there was counselors. So I took counseling, that how a small town boy from Bikaner came to Delhi in search of job.
Correct.
Then going and interviewing and failing. So then I realized that the job is very difficult, but I said no, let me crack it out.
Correct.
I will do a job. So I chose that Indian Oil will be a good company, because my friend just got rejected, a very close friend.
Okay.
So that gave me a burning desire that I should succeed.
Okay. I'm just seeing a pattern over here while talking to you, even just for 5 minutes. You've picked up on your adversities and made them your strengths.
I think that was adversity to threat to opportunity has always been like a game for me.
Yeah.
I always look at the threat as in biggest opportunity. Correct. And that is the quotation in all my offices. Okay. So every problem is an opportunity for solution.
Correct.
So from childhood, because when you are too much hard pressed for many things, like ice cream, I was hard pressed for ice cream because as an asthma till 12. After 12 I started eating, but till 12 when everybody is eating ice cream, chocolates, and you are not. So now I am a certified gelatier.
Okay.
So I can make ice cream and make my friends and family happy.
That's nice. I really like that. So then after you got into Indian Oil, what was your journey and how did
Indian Oil, that time Indian Oil used to operate like in Odisha, it was around 5,000 to 6,000 crore of balance sheet of Odisha. Okay. McKinsey suggested that every state should be independent, and so I was in charge of SAP change manager. Right. So my first role was SAP change manager, and that time Subir Raha used to be the EDHR. Right. Then he became chairman ONGC. Yeah. So we were around 200 people, part of the project Manthan. Okay. It's a very ambitious project. So I become a kind of a document writer, record to return, procure to pay, order to cash. So I used to write those documents, bulky document of how to process these expense, this capital, revenue. So that was a fun, because as a young chartered accountant, 23 year of age, so if you get to get a national project, you feel happy. So I got awarded also. I closed the balance sheet in SAP on 14th of April. And I got award from Director Finance of Indian Oil.
That's nice, sir. So then after Indian Oil, what was your stint?
5 years in Indian Oil as a Maharatna PSU. I took my gratuity. And after 10 days, I joined a private company called Schlumberger. That time it was an oil field service company, number one in the world. KG-D6 project was coming up, and there was an opening for All India Head of Tax, Compliance and Commercial. All right. So I actually got inclined to it. I joined it in Bombay. Because I wanted to work in Bombay, because as a finance capital of India, Bombay was like my dream city. So
I think it's a dream for any finance professional, because that's where all the business happens.
Right. Yeah. But it was very tough, because when I landed up in Bombay, it was a big monsoon and it was a very heavy rains which happened. Correct. But then we came out of our office with a human chain. In the night, so the ground floor was submerged into water. And then we came out. So that was the Bombay.
Yeah. So you continued. So you went from a public sector unit to a private
MNC.
sector. MNC. So did you see a lot of change in the way in which business
cultural
works?
change, a big cultural change. In public sector unit, you have a lot of comfort and a lot of discomfort.
Correct.
But in private sector, it's like a very, very competitive environment. And you have to work really on your own. Yeah. Typically in an MNC, wherein you have low hierarchies. Like in PSU, you have a lot of hierarchies.
Correct.
But in private sector, you have more freedom to operate and less hierarchies.
So you would have been taking the call,
taking the
shots,
traveling across India. More than 20 projects were going on. So it's a different experience, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So you started off with the public sector unit, then you went into an MNC, and then you eventually started something called BizStreet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made that switch where you wanted to start
Actually,
your own?
BizStreet was an investment. It was because though I was in a job, so 3-4 friends of mine, we were just talking in Bombay outside a cafe house, and we were just discussing that what are the problems which these small MNCs are facing when they come to India.
Okay.
So the idea came that these MNCs, sometimes every MNC is not a big company. They are so small. So they need a shared CFO. Okay. So we started a shared CFO service, and I invested in that. So BizStreet was not the name, it was Pluto Corporate Services.
Okay.
And I become one of the passive investor. I said, okay, this is a great idea because in our company also we work with small vendors.
Correct.
And they come from Singapore, they come from Qatar and all, and they don't have knowledge of India, compliances. They have to do TDS, they have to do VAT, and they have to do works contract, they have to write the books, they have to take RBI approvals, so many stuff. So these are small firm, 4-5 people.
Correct.
So they don't have a bandwidth for a full-time finance person.
Yeah.
So that is how the BizStreet started.
And they wouldn't want to,
they have no budget also.
Spending capacity
so
wouldn't be that
used
much.
to provide at the 1/4 of the cost. We used to provide them a very senior resource working for 3-4 companies.
Correct.
That time shared CFO word was not coined.
Correct.
So it was like we used to call it shared services.
Okay.
Very simple.
Yeah. So once you started BizStreet, so when did you leave your MNC? If I'm not mistaken, it was 2006.
Yeah, so after Schlumberger, I worked for a company called Oracle. I worked there for 60 countries, like merger acquisitions and so many very advanced kind of a tax litigation I handled. Then I worked in Coca-Cola, FMCG.
Yeah.
After Coke, I got intrigued to startup ecosystem because that time the e-commerce was booming.
Correct.
And every day in the newspaper you see the murky investors, the SoftBank and the Tiger Global and all.
Correct.
So I joined Snapdeal for 8 months. I worked there also, and after that I started my own consulting. So I took over BizStreet as an brainchild maybe. But in between I invested in couple of startups.
Okay.
And that didn't work.
Okay.
And that didn't work because investing in a startup, I would say that better you do a startup. Or if you want to invest in a startup, invest through VC funds or some structured way.
Correct, but not just
Direct investing, random cutting checks and investing is not good.
Correct.
So I realized that this is not my cup of tea. I would be better consultant and help people raise money, help people raise finance and manage finance.
Yeah. So you went from Indian Oil. So you've covered your major aspects of different companies and all of it. Like you've covered oil, you've covered beverages with Coca-Cola.
Oil, beverages, FMCG, e-commerce, IT, ITS.
Exactly.
Then I also worked for a couple of multi-state cooperatives. One cooperative I got opportunity to work as an advisor in Ladakh.
Okay.
Wherein we rejuvenated the wasteland into best land.
Okay.
1 lakh trees of apple apricot were planted. So then my farmer inside me, inside my DNA got activated, and then I said, okay, I want to do this, but not as an active farmer, but help the multi-state cooperative. In India, there are a lot of FPOs, the farmer producer organizations.
Correct.
And mostly chartered accountant ignore them.
Yeah.
Because, but they are very big. They are becoming very big now. And the government also want to promote. So I started practicing with them also.
That's nice. So you've touched based on almost all sectors in India, so I would say that. Tell me one sector which you haven't touched based on.
At this moment, I think I have not touched base pharma and healthcare.
Okay.
I would love to work with them. Recently, I am helping one client. They are doing good work. They have got around 25,000 beds they are managing with technology. So that is a sector I want to work because in the childhood, I have suffered a lot from health side.
Yeah.
So I want to work with healthcare.
That's nice. So that's really interesting the way you have touched based on multiple sectors as well as given back to society in your own ways through your own roots. Like you're giving back to society even through the
teaching. I think teaching is something I found a passion in me in 2019 when COVID everybody was at home. So I thought, what should I do? So I started learning a lot of things, and by the way, every year I do one degree or diploma something. So 2010 onwards, I'm a certified ESG, certified arbitration, certified in branding, marketing, advertising. So that is my passion. So investing on myself. And I through you, I also want to tell all the audience who are watching this video that, in today's world, whether you are 8 year or 80 year, you should invest on skills. You should invest on your own sharpening or your own skills. Otherwise, in this AI age, the humanity may become redundant if they are not enabled with AI.
Definitely.
So I started teaching online, and that gave me a lot of satisfaction. I did a lot of pro bono teaching in colleges, in universities, as in visiting faculty, helping entrepreneurs, solopreneurs to get some good business, how to do business, how to understand money and finance. I think these are the two, money, finance, tax. People get confused when they have to handle them.
So while being an entrepreneur yourself, you and a chartered accountant and a finance professional, you're also a philanthropist, if I can say that.
Yeah,
and
philanthropy, not giving money, but giving mentoring and education. I think that is what I can offer with my experience.
And as well as you're building a community of your own as well, right? So talk me through that aspect as to why do you see so much in giving back? What is this little joys in life that...
I think I'm a spiritual person by heart. I'm connected with JITO, Jain International Trade Organization, with Heartfulness Foundation, Heartfulness Institute, with Brahma Kumaris, and so many things. So because I believe that as a human being, we have to build our karma. And if we build our good karma, that brings stability and happiness. So in my view, everybody is pursuing peace. Whether you are a 1 crore person or a 10,000 crore person, your ultimate goal is you are pursuing peace.
Yeah, definitely.
If I take away the peace, your money has got no meaning. So if peace comes from these kind of an activity,
helping
why not take?
People, and mentoring people.
Yeah, mentoring people give me a lot of peace. I feel a lot of satisfaction that I have helped somebody. So
that's nice, sir. So, sir, I'm going to pick your brain on entrepreneurship journey because you've been in that space for right since 2006 when you started BizStreet. And a lot of chartered accountants these days are also becoming entrepreneurs. They're just not been looked at as finance professionals. So, what are the hardships that you faced during that journey?
Geena, I think every chartered accountant or a lawyer or an accountant per se is an entrepreneur.
Correct.
In the words of Robert Kiyosaki, there are 4 quadrants: employee, self-employed, businessman, and investor.
Correct.
So as a self-employed, they are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So I consider every CA as an entrepreneur, unless until he is in a job.
Correct.
So when my transformation happened, that because I was throughout in a job, so I become investor in the startup called BizStreet.
Correct.
And then later on I took it over from other partners, and then I started running this as a venture.
Yeah.
So investing in a venture where you leverage money, but when you run a venture, it's a different ball game.
Exactly.
Because then you have to learn the leveraging of manpower and how to establish client relationship and all.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. Till 2015, on LinkedIn, I was having 1,500 followers.
Okay.
So I met a chartered accountant, Praveen Gandhi. He was that time CEO of Carlson Wagonly, and I just asked him. He was a speaker, and I was attending his conference. So I asked him that, sir, what is the formula of success, your success?
Correct.
So he told me, Rishabh, I got 5,000 followers on LinkedIn, and then that day I became CEO.
Okay.
Then it hit me.
Okay.
It hit me hard that, okay, if I have 5,000 followers, I can also become a CEO of my company.
Yeah.
Very, very, a nascent thought.
Exactly.
And I came back home. I checked my LinkedIn account. I found I already have 1,500.
Okay.
Organically built up.
Correct.
Then I started creating content. I designed a 7 secret formula for me: community, content, connections, creativity, communication, collaboration, and commerce.
Correct.
So this I call 7 rules of community commerce. It's a self-created framework.
Okay.
I started following up. So today I have got 24,000 followers. Organically, I have not spent a single rupee on paid promotions and all.
Okay.
And 8 to 9,000 decision makers worldwide are following me.
Okay.
So I started consistently creating the content, sharing my thoughts, and that helped me in my entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So, but there were challenges always, because when you are building a practice or you are building a platform,
Correct.
then you need to get right people.
Yes.
So how a person will join you?
Correct.
And I followed a different path. Instead of hiring a person, I started practicing collaboration.
Okay.
And in practicing collaboration, I got tremendous success. And there CII helped me a lot.
Okay.
When GST was coming, we got an opportunity with CII, wherein we got in touch with 200 GST experts all India wide, and many of them become friends. We become partner later on. We started taking a project together. So it was a very natural. And at one point I found that this concept of mine got validated by Professor Deepak Jain of Harvard and Kellogg's. He said ki this 21st century is a century of agile networks.
Correct.
Network come, they do the project together, they disperse. But the earlier century was a century of corporations, the big corporations, wherein people are working for lifelong. So I realized that I am on a right track.
That's nice, sir. I really like the fact that how you have also been a content creator in your own way without even knowing it, that you were into the content creation space at that point of time. So do you see that like chartered accountants these days need to also build their own personal brand?
Yes, I think it's very much required, because as a professional, the thought leadership is very much required. And whatever niche you are working in audit, tax or finance or investment banking or merger acquisition, they should write. And they should write in the institute journal, or they should write in the newspaper, magazine, or if they don't want to write any external source, they should create their own blog or maybe a LinkedIn page or whatever, because that is how a person, the world will know a professional.
Correct.
There is no other way, I believe.
That's there.
Or they can join some podcast also, or they can start creating, because now the media is democratized.
Yeah, it's no more like, just restricted to TV.
Restricted to TV. TV is no more. YouTube is our TV.
Yeah.
So today everything is YouTube, Instagram. And I believe beside YouTube, Instagram, the professional chartered accountant should focus on LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is more sober, more professional.
Correct.
You have 1.3 billion people on LinkedIn. You can connect with anybody. There are a lot of AI features LinkedIn have launched. So I think it's a wonderful time.
That's nice, sir. So has there been a time in your life where you've ever felt like, oh, I've made the wrong decision, and how did you correct that?
Many times. In fact, many times in a month also, you feel highs and lows comes to you.
Correct.
And I learned how to handle them through meditation.
Okay.
So the only thing which helped me a lot is meditation. I did Vipassana for 10 days, complete Maun.
Correct.
Then I went to a lot of this thing. So meditation brings stability in your mind. So I meditate a lot. And whenever I feel any negativity coming to my side, I don't react, and I start meditating.
So then that gives you the puts yourself into a different perspective, where you're looking at a situation more calmly rather than just reacting to a situation.
Every situation, even if it is adverse, physically, financially, or in socially, it will pass, because time is running.
Correct.
So nothing will remain constant. What remain constant is how you react to it.
That's a very interesting way in which you said it, sir. That's like a nail on the head, which you said, that it's very important to keep your mind at peace, then take a decision. So you're a mentor to a lot of people out there. If there is top 5 advices that you would want to give, whether it is right from entrepreneurship journey, from your CA journey, or even just like life in general, what would it be?
So the first would be that take the life easy. Don't make it too busy.
Okay.
So I believe that making life busy to easy is very important. Whatever you are doing, whether you are doing a startup or you are doing a job, don't react to the situation, respond.
Correct.
Take your time and respond. And the third thing is you take care of yourself. Proper sleep, meditation, and also time with family. Because if you spend good time with family, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because that gives you inner strength. And the fourth advice is be financially smart.
Okay.
For example, whatever you do your math or calculation properly.
Correct.
And then venture into it. Nowadays, most of the startup, they believe in burning theory. I don't believe in burning theory. Don't burn other people's money or your own money. Invest it, spend it, but spend it wisely.
Correct.
And the fifth and last is detach wherever you are attached, which means whatever you are doing, you should have a switch in your hand by which you can detach from the situation and come out. If you can do that, then you are in control.
That's nice, sir. So, if there is something which you ever see in your CA journey that you have faced, that you could undo, what would it be?
Yeah, I changed organization quite fast.
Correct.
Probably I think that I would have stayed a little longer with some of the organization which I love to work with. I got opportunity to work overseas also, which I didn't accept because I was emotionally attached to my grandparents, so I didn't want to go out of India. But now I feel that I could have got that exposure also.
Yeah, that's nice. So, what would one advice be that you would want to give, like the current generation that is doing CA, like for them to keep in mind about their opportunities and risks and everything?
See, the intelligence and wisdom is now getting democratized with the use of artificial intelligence and artificial general intelligence.
Correct.
So in this world, the new CAs or existing CAs, we all should learn AI by heart. We should learn the prompt crafting. We should learn how to use AI as a tool, smart tool, to make our work easy. Don't go by the conventional method. You don't need to memorize everything. You should know which tool will work for yourself. So all the chartered accountant should start investing in digital workforce.
Okay.
Besides your physical workforce, like your articles, your audit clerks, and your partners and your employees, you should also invest in 30-40 agents.
Okay.
Call it AI agents. They work for you, and then you can grow faster than others.
That's nice, sir. So, since you're an entrepreneur, you run a different type of consulting service, right, than a chartered accountant that would be running their firm. So, what type of technology that you see that can be implemented in firms?
I think the firms nowadays, a lot of technologies are available, options are available. They can use good CRM tools, they can use practice management tools, they can go for ERP, which are integrated with all your WhatsApp communication, your AI communication, so that they can give the MIS to their client in real-time basis. Because today, gone are the days when the client will call you once in a quarter or 6 months. Today, client wants 6 times a day information about his business, that how his business is doing, because corrective action has to be taken.
Correct.
So chartered accountant must become a business partner rather than just an auditor or a tax advisor or somebody who comes only once in a blue moon. So the chartered accountant should create their need. They should become indispensable to the client, and that only will give them a more weightage, more importance in the life of a client, whether it's a MNC or it's a MSME or it's a very large listed company.
So it's just basically taking your firm from level 1 to level 10 with technology.
Yeah, with technology and with trained resources. So they should invest money on training their own staff. Because I have observed a lot of fear amongst the chartered accountant that if I train my staff, he will go away. I think that's the HR problem. That's not the staff problem. That's your problem. If you are not able to retain your talent, it's not the talent's problem.
That's there. That's nice, sir. So, what is something which you would want people to unlearn as a chartered accountant, just so that they are able to adapt quickly?
I think the biggest unlearning in my view is they should unlearn how to work solo.
Okay.
Because today the world is all about collaboration.
Yeah.
They should learn the rule of collaboration, how they can collaborate remotely with people abroad also. They're like our Institute of Chartered Accountant has got branches all across the world.
Correct, yeah.
I can do my practice in Germany if I know how to collaborate with a chartered accountant in Germany.
Yeah, so networking.
Networking. So all of them should unlearn the solo working style, I, me, myself. They should become more how we can collaborate, how we can work together, how we can distribute the revenues, how we can distribute the pains and the pleasure of working together.
That's nice. So it's rather like multiple firms would come to and join their hands together.
Yeah,
to, like,
because if you see all the big four, they are conglomeration, they are congregation of different people working together under one umbrella, but they are controlled in a different way. They are like, but now we have opportunity to work with any fellow professionals worldwide using technology, and also start opening your footprints into a new territory, take risk and grow.
That's nicer. That's nicer. So you've also authored books, right?
One or two books I just written. On one was on a community commerce.
Correct.
The other one was on Dubai VAT rules. But now I want to write a book on networking, which I'm working on. It's in stealth mode.
Okay.
Whenever I get time, I will publish it. So what are the secrets of networking? I want to reveal them, and how in the age of AI, people can network faster, network smarter, network better. So I am planning to write on that.
You're doing multiple things. How do you balance your time out?
Actually, I don't need holiday because whatever I do, I enjoy it. So for me, vacation is another way of enjoyment. I am already enjoying what am I doing.
Yeah.
So I believe that there is no difference between work and pleasure, because for me my work is my pleasure, and I do so many variety of work. I do a lot of pro bono things, so that keep me going.
Correct. So it's just like you enjoy, you take it as a part of your life.
Part of my life. So I accept it that this is the pleasure of my life which God has given to me, and gratitude to God and my parents and my family who allow me to do this kind of work also at this age.
That's nice, sir. So what's the legacy that you're leaving behind?
I want to work on some very large projects, larger than life. Probably India want to rejuvenate 26 million hectare of land. I got a first opportunity in Ladakh, in cold desert of Ladakh. I was an advisor. We rejuvenated the land, barren land, to a good land. I want to work on these projects to create a sustainable financial structures for these kind of large projects. And I was fortunate enough to give a presentation to Prime Minister's office also on my birthday. It was 22nd November 2019. I remember the date because it was my birthday. So lot of funding need to happen in climate resilience, climate finance. So I want to work on that. I want to create some model from India for the world. So if I can contribute in that, I can associate myself with organizations who are into wasteland development, who are into rejuvenation of land resources and developing smart rural enclaves. So I will be much more happy and content to do that.
I have spoken to multiple chartered accountants, sir, but I've never seen a chartered accountant talk so passionately about climate change and about like rejuvenation of land and all of it. So kudos to you, sir, for doing that.
There is a background to it. My great-grandfathers, they set up 4 villages from no man land to good villages. So it's in the blood. So maybe as you call it, history repeat itself.
Correct.
So that thing is coming up, but now the thing have changed. So we have cooperative model, we have a Ministry of Cooperation. So a lot of cooperative public-private partnership can happen. So I want to work in those areas. If I get a chance to work with the government, now a lot of lateral people are joining government for 3 year, 4 year. I would love to contribute in planning and financial structures.
That's very nice, sir. So I can say, I think it'll be apt for me to say that in that 3 months which you worked at the farm after your article
CA, after completing my CA.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was a chartered accountant going to farm every day morning.
Correct. So that kind of has tied its knot over here where you want to get back into it.
On a lighter note, I tell all the chartered accountant that wherever you are living, metro or non-metro, buy 2 acres of land if you can, wherever, and then go to your farm, because whatever AI, BI will come, farming will never lose its flavor. And if you do farming, if you do horticulture, if you connect with the soil is like a mother. Because and if you connect with that, you will be a much peaceful, calm person.
That's nice. So at the end of the day, we are all going back to just basic numbers.
We all are going. We are carbon. We are going back to the carbon only.
Yeah, that's very nice, though. Very well put, sir. So thank you so much for this. It was really interesting to talk to you, sir. And I'm going to go on to the fun segment. So pardon me, I'm going to be using my phone for this.
Sure.
So this segment, we're going to touch base on the fun, quirky side of you. And it's called Beyond the Balance Sheet. So my first question is, what is one thing that you tell yourself on a tough day, like as a joke or something like that?
Tell myself?
Yeah.
Actually, if it is a tough day, then I love to walk on the street and enjoy street food.
Okay. That's nice. What's your favorite street food, sir?
Pani puri.
Perfect.
All the time, and kulfi faluda.
That's nice.
And a lot of Purani Delhi, it attracts me a lot.
Correct. So, what is one decision that changed everything in your life?
Doing my CA. That was the one decision which changed my life. And joining Indian Oil away from my house in Rajasthan, Bikaner to Odisha. I think that was the beginning of a journey which
you
continues.
Didn't know that was unfolding.
Yeah,
for
which
you.
continues.
That's nice, sir. A failure that you're grateful for?
Yeah, I failed in one group of CA final, and I'm very grateful that actually showed me a path that I was topper throughout.
Correct.
From class 1 to class 12.
Okay.
But in CA final, I was too overconfident. So that failure taught me that overconfidence is not required. You do hard work and do it again consistently, then only you'll success. So that helped me a lot to balance me out.
What is one quote that you keep repeating to yourself?
I would like to quote Jack Ma here. 6-7 years ago, he talked about it in Hong Kong University. That humanity cannot beat technology. Humanity cannot overcompete technology. Technology will take over one day. So what human should do? Human should try to become better human being. And that's what I really follow. That let us use technology to become better human being every day, rather than shying away or pushing it away.
That's nice, sir. And my last question would be, what's your why?
Why I'm here, why I'm here in this planet, I think that's a big question everybody should ask, that what should I do before I leave this planet? So I would say that I should create digital footprints, I should build legacy, and I should do some work which remains even after I leave this planet. So that some work is the calling, inside calling. Every one of us has got inside calling.
Correct.
Every one of us has got different ways to do it, but do it.
That's nice, sir. That's very nicely said, sir. I really hope that you achieve way beyond than whatever you imagine, sir, and with all your work. And thank you once again for coming on the show. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Geena. And thank you very much for you and Zoho family to bring me here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.